Lots of issues to discuss. Cricket South Africa is at risk of being suspended by the Sports Minister, Nathi Mthethwa, after the CSA failed to adopt a new governance structure yesterday. The Members' Council voted against the adoption of amendments to the Memorandum of Incorporation during a special general meeting. Just 6 of the 14 affiliates voted in a secret ballot for the amendments. For some reaction, we are joined by former CSA Chief Selector Hugh Page. Hugh, thanks so much for your time. This latest twist, how bad are things really for the organisation Cricket South Africa?
Well, I think, Jeffrey, we know that Cricket South Africa has been in quite some poor order for quite some time. And I'm a little surprised, to be honest, that it's taken this long to get to this point. Well over a year ago, in fact, towards the end of 2019, I put out a public notice on my Facebook thing, just saying that cricket was in a poor state and it needed some serious change. And we were part of a big grouping of people that put together a lot of pressure on the former council, and we managed to bring about change, but we ended up with more of the same, in my opinion. And it's really a pity that cricket has to get to this point for it to sort itself out.
Now, we clearly appreciate your experience as a former player and also a former member of the Cricket South Africa board. Any ideas about why the Members' Council have been so resistant to change?
Well, I mean, I hate to use the cliche, but, cricket, to be honest with you, has, in my opinion, been captured. And it's become an organisation where there are positions and jobs that are high-paid positions. And it's become about jobs for the right people and people who know the right people making those sort of decisions. And unfortunately, a lot of those appointments are being made, and the people that are fulfilling those positions are unable to basically fulfill those positions in the manner in which they're meant. And they're not adding the value that those positions require.
It's just a fascinating state of affairs. Urgent, clearly, intervention to remedy this impasse is required. What for you would be the ideal solution?
To be honest, we're in a sort of stalemate position. Every time you try to make a move, there seems to be resistance, whichever way you tend to go. And if you really are serious about trying to get this sport back on track, you need to win the confidence back of the spectators or the cricketing public, and probably more importantly, the sponsors. And while it's in the state it's in, both the supporters and the sponsors are nowhere to be seen. And I think it's almost got to fall apart, and then hopefully sanity will prevail, and we can get people that can add value, and they're people from all walks of life that can be made and appointed in the various positions to be able to move this game forward again. But it's not that easy, and it's going to take some serious decisions, and I think there are going to be casualties along the way.
Now, clearly we are at a severe and a very urgent crossroads within the sport of cricket in South Africa. What options are left to the Sports Minister, in your opinion?
Well, I think, it's quite clear whatever options the Minister has tried to give to Cricket SA, they've been ignored. And, you have a situation where it seemed to be back on track, and you had the Members' Council on board and talking in unity. And a meeting held yesterday shows that there is no unity. And, I think virtually all the options have been exhausted. And, I mean, I hate to say it, but I think cricket's got to be, it's got to be reprimanded by the ICC, and until such time we get cricket back on track and people realise the significance and the seriousness of the state of cricket in this country, I think the ICC have no option but to basically ban us for a period in time.
Now, clearly, this being a developing story, there's things that we are on the lookout for. You and I both know that the demise has been coming on for a while now as far as cricket in South Africa is concerned. Time frames for Cricket South Africa and other custodians to get its house in order, in your opinion, how soon should these things happen? Governance is one issue. Getting the team right for playing and becoming world beaters again, that's a separate issue. But all of these things need to be given time. What time would you fix to getting to a solution for Cricket South Africa?
Well, you know, if you get cricket people around a table, I don't think it should take very long, quite honestly. If you get like-minded cricket people whose intentions are similar, and you know, at the end of the day, the goal is to get cricket back on track. You know, I think if you get people that bring commercial value, if you bring people into the situation that add legal value, and then obviously you get people around the table that add cricket value, it would be very easy. And there are enough people involved and have formerly been involved with cricket to get those kind of guys around the table and move the game forward. The one thing, Jeffrey, if I may say, is that, you know, I was involved at a stage with junior cricket soon after I'd retired. And to this day, I still believe that the nursery is full. So I don't think it's a situation where we need to panic just yet, because there's a nursery full of brilliant cricketers from all walks of life right around the country that will be able to move this game forward. It's just what you do with them when they come out of the school situation that is so important. And that's why a lot of these cricketers have been ignored. We see a lot of players playing for other countries. We see a lot of players playing cricket in other countries professionally. And we need to readdress those kind of situations and try to make sure that we provide an environment for the guys who play cricket, whether it be male or female, that they are able to enjoy the cricket and move the game forward.